would be like a sexy time cop. Welcome to Hey EW. I am RJ City, and my guest is QT Marshall. Hey.
EW.
Good.
Yeah, I've been watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I don't like to mess up.
No.
I feel like we could really organize things and plan in professional wrestling.
Yeah.
So when you mess up, it's pretty embarrassing.
Well, I was hoping for a tighter start. QT, and you are one.
Thank you.
May I guess what QT stands for?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino.
Kenny Omega did ask that when I was pitched as Cody's assistant.
Quality teeth.
No, but that could definitely fit the bill.
Quaint taint.
Not there.
Okay. Quarterly tanning.
No.
Okay. Quick tip.
No.
Q-tip.
Nope.
Queer tendencies.
No.
Question time.
Nope.
No, it's question. It's question.
Oh,
time.
question time.
Moving
Okay,
on.
yeah.
You were born in Livingston, New Jersey.
Yeah, St. Barnabas.
Why?
Because I think that was the best of the worst hospitals.
You know who else is from Livingston, New Jersey?
No.
Jason Alexander.
Really?
Yes.
That's me. Literally, that is me.
Yeah, but why was he able to escape that whole New Jersey stink and yet?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I live in Atlanta. I think I escaped it
No, you didn't.
pretty well. But I will say that not Jason Alexander, but George Costanza.
Yeah.
That's me.
Everyone thinks they're George.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, because he
unfortunately.
lies and scams people without consequence.
Yeah.
And you want that to be.
And always puts himself in weird situations where he's always getting in trouble.
I understand.
Putting his foot in his mouth.
Your mother once DM'd Tony Khan on Instagram to
Yeah.
get you an action figure.
Yeah,
was she proud of you, or was she trying to get you fired?
Probably a little bit of both. She was very upset at the fact that I was here since day one, and I just never got an action figure, and she couldn't understand.
What was she going to do with that action
She
figure?
just wanted one for herself. So when I left AEW in 2020, at the end of 2023.
We'll get to that.
Okay. Well, she has one now.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
And yet you went public with that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He still didn't give you an action figure.
No, he didn't.
You were trained at the Monster Factory and the Team 3D Wrestling Academy, which is shocking because I didn't know that Bully Ray had two other dimensions. What are they?
That I couldn't tell you.
So it's really just yelling, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, sometimes yelling, but just being intimidating. You know, that was his thing, right?
Yeah.
But we teamed the other day.
And he yelled at you?
No, it wasn't. It was better than I thought it would have went. But I also had Harley Cameron with me.
Okay.
And she was the buffer, and
He must have said, hey, why don't you do the heavy lifting?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that kind of
perfect,
thing. Good.
yeah.
This will give him a good rant on Busted Open, so it's all good business. You're also a protege of Diamond Dallas Page, or as I call him, DDP.
yeah.
And he bequeathed to you the Diamond Cutter,
He did.
which you lazily named the QT Cutter.
Okay, so-
which is also what we called the Moil.
So, I don't know what that means.
Okay.
First of all. Second of all, he called me one day and said, hey, I think, because I didn't have a finish.
Right.
So I did, but someone else was using it, long story short. And I just said, yeah, I'll do it.
Right.
And, but I never called it the QT Cutter.
Okay.
I actually enjoy when people say the Diamond Cutter handed down from Diamond Dallas Page because people hate it. They hate that of all the professional wrestlers in the world, he chose me.
Right.
So I want to keep putting that out to the world. So for those fans out there watching, DDP chose me. Could have been MJF, could have been anyone else. He chose me. In fact, MJF asked for it, and he said no.
Do you do other DDP things, like ripping off Nirvana? Yoga? Do you do yoga?
I have the subscription.
Okay.
I don't do it.
All right.
But I can also
Oh
do that.
my God!
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Without
We need to
even
get a
trying.
fan in here,
Yeah.
but that was excellent. You were so moved by the people who trained you that you became a trainer yourself,
That's right.
right?
Yeah.
Do you actually train people? Or you just pop your head out of the office and go, "Slow down, tell a story," and
Say,
then
grab a hold, work a hold.
Yeah.
No, I do. I train people. I enjoy it. The reason I started training people was because I thought my wrestling career was over. And I figured, hey, as long as I could be around wrestling, I could have a regular job, it would be fun. And then, one thing after another happened, and,
What I find interesting is that you actually have to apply on the website to
Yeah.
be accepted as a student.
Yeah.
Why don't you do the old school thing of just taking someone's money who has no chance of making it?
When I first had the school, Cody's different. Cody doesn't want to leave anyone out.
Yeah.
I was the opposite. I was the gatekeeper. So I did want to read about them and find out. Also, like, they want to.
You like to creep online.
Well, some of their biographies are pretty entertaining.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand.
So,
And the motto of the school is
do the work.
no good. This
good.
is wrestling. It's not a
Yeah.
legitimate business.
Yeah,
Let me
I know.
offer you some alternatives, okay? It's all a work.
Okay, I like that.
Where your dreams become your reality, then you hate your dreams.
Okay.
You should have learned a trade.
Okay.
I hope one of you gets signed so I can post about it.
Ooh, man. Yeah, well, so that's a whole nother story. We never post about our people that get signed.
That's classy.
Yeah.
Because you don't respect them.
No,
You're like, they're not
because
going to make it.
I feel if we're good coaches that they will post about us.
You've also been a talent scout in a sense.
Yeah.
Tell people some of the big names you brought into AEW.
Layla Gray.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
Okay. Well, would you have hired
Red
me?
Velvet. No, in fact, I had no idea who you were. And then when you got brought in here, I tried to research.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out. But then I saw AEW and I was like, oh, wow, he's talented.
And it all worked
You
out.
know?
Good scouting.
Yes, very good scouting.
Absolutely. You used to refer to yourself as God's gift to professional wrestling. Who is God to you?
My parents my mom is Jewish, my dad is Catholic.
Right.
So we didn't really have a very religious childhood. So they just said, be a good person. So I really don't know. To me, it would probably be Joe Pesci.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So essentially, because your
Yeah.
parents are religiously ambiguous, you're no one's gift to professional wrestling.
Yeah, and I was only naturally gifted.
I see.
God's gift to professional wrestling was given to me at Ring of Honor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, which I didn't like.
No.
Especially because I'm not religious.
Right.
But I did it because I was taught at my wrestling school to
You
be
were
a good
yelled at.
soldier. Yes, I was forced to always be a good soldier and
Right.
just do what you're told.
Well, that all makes sense
Yeah,
now.
which is why I'm sitting here on Hey AEW
Good
as
soldier.
opposed to headlining. Sorry.
We can swear here,
Well, then
please.
headlining,
I made a Moyle
Double or
joke that went
Nothing,
over.
you know?
Yes, okay. You were the subject of the 2017 documentary The Wrestler, a QT Marshall story.
Yeah.
Why did they take the title of a sad movie and just put your name after it? Why didn't they just call it like The Piece of a QT
Yeah,
Marshall
I said it
story?
should have been called Wrestling with Reese's, right? Because it was a story, and I don't know. The kid, Frank, I knew his brother. He wanted to do a documentary on wrestling, chose me, and it changed my life
It chronicled
wildly.
your journey to get signed,
Yeah.
which did not happen at the time.
No.
Don't you wish you could go back and be like, hey guys, I turned out okay?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. But at the same time, I really didn't know what was going on. And the kid just, hey, if you could film me, just don't really bother me that much.
Right.
And I had no idea that he was going to take it and do everything he did with it. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Had I known, I would have asked for some money.
You also appeared as an FBI agent in the 2018 Dwayne Johnson film Rampage, and you are, to my knowledge, the only person to appear on Rampage the movie and Rampage the TV show. How do the plots differ?
How about this? If you notice, I'm the only FBI agent that has a beard. And because they made one of the other extras, poor guy had to shave with a one-blade razor, and I told them that it was in my wrestling contract that I couldn't shave without letting anyone know, which, by the way, I didn't have a contract, but I was going to TNA the next day. So out of 4 days of taping, I missed the first day so I could film Rampage, because I always said growing up that I was going to be in one of the movies with The Rock.
And you worked them.
That's it.
You worked them with a beard contract clause.
Yep. So
Now, sorry, so is your character on the TV show the same one from the movie? Are you an FBI agent on Rampage the TV show? Or is it like a multiverse kind of thing?
multiverse kind of thing.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. You used to eat apples all the time on AEW.
Yeah.
You don't anymore. What
I
happened?
don't. I hate apples. The only reason I started eating them is because when we were filming Road 2, I was trying to get in shape, and at DDP's place, there's always apples. So then the guy who makes the videos, Steve, he said, you know what? You should just continue to eat the apple. And look at this guy! So I said,
incredible.
okay.
Yeah.
And then people would think they were Easter eggs and so on and so forth. But
Yeah,
they were
and then I
never.
loved when you would spit in the face and say, you're not cool. That was great. Here we go. November 27th, 2023, you resigned from AEW.
I did, public statement and all.
February 14th,
4 million views. Yeah.
You should do that more often.
Yeah.
February 14th, 2024, you re-signed.
Valentine's Day.
So did the company change or did you?
A little bit of both. The situation changed,
Okay.
right? And
Jersey Shore, they wouldn't let you work them? And
They
you
just
said,
I like that. No, yeah, the situation changed and we made an agreement. And it's funny because I actually made the agreement like this first week of January. We just waited till Valentine's Day because we wanted to
Consummate.
mend the,
Yeah, I
the
understand.
broken hearts.
Really, really romantic. You are currently AEW's Vice President of Show and Creative Coordination. Where does that rank as far as made-up job title?
It's pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something that, the previous regime of legal just started just naming things.
Right.
Yeah, I don't even know what it means.
Okay, well, you coordinate. Creative,
Yeah,
I'm
I
creative,
guess. I
coordinated.
guess,
Yeah, that's great. That'll,
Yeah.
I will say, you
I
still...
just want the money. I don't care what you call me. You know what I mean? Like, just give me the money.
Yes.
Show me the money.
I'm not familiar with the film.
No.
You still wrestle. Why were you unable to fulfill that emotional void?
You saying I still wrestle like outside of AEW?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if I wasn't in wrestling, like I'd be playing softball. You know what I mean? Like I like to do stuff. I like to have fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot less stressful when you don't have to worry about a backstage role and wrestle at the same time.
Yes.
So it's cool. Plus, you know.
I will say you got this Benjamin Button thing, though.
What is that?
Where you look younger now than you ever have in the past 20 years.
Yeah.
Is it something you're doing right, or do you stop doing things wrong?
It's called having money.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I always have felt that if you have the money and resources to look better, and it will make you feel better, do it. So I did.
What about the teeth there? You got brand new teeth?
Yeah, $9 grand. You know?
Excellent.
Smile Design Miami. Best money I ever spent.
Yep. Happy to give them a
Hair transplant. Get more hair.uk. I've been sending people too.
Any other plugs? Did you get your nose done, your beard, anything?
I did get my nose done, but only because Brandy broke it when I was training her. So I had to get it fixed. But there's still a bump. I'm not really pleased with the way they did it.
So don't shout them out.
But it's because Hangman Page broke it in 2012.
Oh, okay. And what about the shirt? Where'd you get the shirt?
RJ City.
Get out of town.
Yeah, because I left my shirt at home. Yeah, but it looks nice.
Vice
he asked me if I
President.
should have a double X. Like, get out of here.
Yeah. Creative coordination.
Yeah, I probably am smaller than you. You know?
Speaking of inexplicable circumstances, you're currently feuding with the Costco Guys.
AJ.
Is it AJ? We'll just say AJ.
Yeah,
we'll leave the kids out of this.
Leave the kids
It's
out
not
of
about
it.
the kids.
It's
It's not about the
definitely-
Rizzler.
No.
For the love of God,
No.
someone save the Rizzler.
I've been making the Rizzler, the Riz face. Is just the people's eyebrow. That's all it is.
Talk about working Dwayne Johnson.
Like really, you know.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that since I'm 12.
Okay, so let's focus on AJ here.
Yeah.
You're currently feuding with AJ.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I've known AJ for 20 years, and I knew that if I could convince him to step back in the ring, that it would be a major spotlight for me.
Excellent.
And I could exploit him for my own personal gain.
You're
and to
siphoning.
get back on, because when I came back to AEW, Tony and I spoke about me not wrestling, and I'd do a dark match every here and there. But I knew this would really help me out.
Yeah.
You know?
I've been in the business a long time.
Yeah, you got it.
Can I give you a little note?
Yeah.
We need to get some heat on this.
Yeah, well,
We need to crank it up. They went on Jimmy Fallon.
I know.
They didn't even say anything bad about you.
No.
And I consider myself the Jimmy Fallon of AEW, except, with a personality. So look into the camera and do a little promo on AJ there.
Right now?
Go ahead.
What would you like me to say?
Well, whatever you say. You're
a writer.
you're coordinating creative.
You're a
Go
writer.
ahead.
You gotta
Go ahead,
give me-
Mr.
you gotta
Vice
give me some
President.
verbiage,
You're wearing
you
my
know?
shirt. It's not rubbing off on you? You want me to give you some verbiage?
Give me some
okay.
verbiage, and then
I
I'll do
have
it.
amassed some insults here.
Okay.
And I think we can go
man.
back and forth.
Yeah.
You're in blue.
Okay.
If you can read,
Okay,
and we'll
yeah.
get some heat on this thing, AJ.
Let's do it.
All right,
You know?
you're first. Go ahead.
Okay, AJ, I'm so happy I could wrestle you before you got canceled.
Before you inevitably get canceled. You're
I'm not reading
correctly.
No, I can't.
Read what's on the page.
It's a huge word.
Let's move on. Why are you booked? Was the chocolate rain guy busy?
Hey, AJ, thanks for making sure David Arquette isn't the worst celebrity to ever step in a wrestling ring.
Your eyebrows are perfect, and that makes me uncomfortable.
You don't like good eyebrows?
Move on.
Okay, sorry. AJ, you've gone viral, and that's in the sense that every time I see you, I physically get ill.
Very nice. Thanks for your part in funneling our data to the Chinese government.
I'm excited for your future. Nobody has a greater trajectory than a TikTok celebrity.
Gary V called. He wants his fabricated enthusiasm back.
You know they're friends.
Yeah, I'll shoot on him too.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, my God.
Come on.
You wrote this.
I wrote all this.
Yeah.
I'll take credit for all of it.
All right. I hate my family, too. I just don't make them suffer via vertical video.
I didn't know there was a bulk discount on failed indie wrestlers.
Jeez. Every night, you ask your wife to boom or doom. Mama Justice is going to beat you up.
These things happen. You have the proportions of Crash Bandicoot.
Hey, congrats on the Tonight Show, because Jimmy Fallon has always been known for his discerning taste. By you highlighting these,
Yes. It's made it worse?
it's made it worse.
Do you want to switch? We'll
I
switch.
mean-
You'll read the unhighlighted ones?
Yes,
Okay,
that would
okay,
actually
okay.
work out better.
All right, sorry.
you know?
Read that one again.
Yeah. congrats on doing the Tonight Show because Jimmy Fallon has always been known for his discerning taste.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. You're like Beyonce for Italian men with the meat sweats.
You're like Bruno Sammartino, but without the whole, good at wrestling part.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Who won't you collaborate with? When will you do a viral dance with Phil Spector?
Your song would inspire Charles Manson to do good things.
Excellent. No one will pay $1.50 for your hot dog.
You make Tony Soprano seem elegant.
Very. Oh, I have another one. Your direct competition is Moo Dang. You know that hip hop?
No.
Never
If it
mind.
doesn't
All right,
involve
let me move.
wrestling
Let's
or
bring it home.
baseball, I have zero
Let's
clue.
bring it home. Billions of years from now, aliens from another galaxy discover the desolate rock once known as Earth. They will stumble upon one of your videos, and it will all make sense.
Is that about the Unbreakable Bunch? The Ray Lloyd movie?
No, it's not about the. This is not time for plugs. Trying to get heat. Do the last one.
Sorry.
Here. Do the last
If
one.
you're not down with that, we've got 2 words for you.
Farmer's market. That's how you do it, huh? That's how you get some heat on this. Watch this thing take off.
Yeah. What's farmer's market?
It's the opposite of like buying in bulk.
Oh, okay.
You buy. Does anyone shop anymore?
No. My wife orders everything.
Well, you are QT,
Yeah.
but as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
you
What you got?
are a QT patootie. Huh?
Is that a patootie?
Huh? No, it's like, remember Rosie O'Donnell used to do a kushba?
MJF was on.
Throw it.
These are cool.
Yeah. No, throw it. You gotta throw it.
Like this?
Well, if that doesn't sum everything up, I don't know what